What is up, guys? You got NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the global lab updates that were released earlier today. So let's jump in and see a few things. Obviously, the most important thing here is we now have 3 new types of hair for male characters. So if you were really trying to perfect that just got out of bed look for your guy, you can now do just that. And if you're worried about the female characters and new haircuts for them, don't worry. They did make sure to put in a developer's note that those are on the way as well. Colossus ring, we now have this, I'll read this little tidbit here and then tell you what we've got pieced together. Keep in mind this is done through Google Translate, so we got a little bit of wonkiness, and obviously I can't read this, nor does the Translate get the picture for what exactly it's saying there. But we have a story began to be heard from all over the continents that saw the first heritage of Al Ured, the most treasured object of all continental exchanges and the most respected figure of the Valencia Trade Company, the fragment of the Ring of the Colossus. When an adventurer gathered grounded stories to get the Colossus ring in his hand, the following clue came out. So the Colossus ring is that market tax revamp of the ring that getting this ring will give you 5% save on tax for the marketplace item. So the developer's note on this, we saw this introduced last week, but now we've got an alternate method of it obtaining, at least that's how I'm reading this. The Colossus ring will next be updated next week from the official server in Korea. The ring of the existing ring of Colossus before the integrated exchange was designed with a level of difficulty equal to that effect, which was too good. The way you can get it will remain, and a route to get pieces has been added. In addition, the 5% exemption of the exchange fee is an effect that cannot be obtained from any other content other than the Ring of Colossus. Depending on the playstyle or situation of the adventurers, it may feel very large or incomplete, but as time passes and the adventurers without the Ring of Colossus have opened the opportunity through one-time use of the preferential privilege so that they do not feel embarrassed. Some translation wackiness going on there, but at any rate, it's coming to the KR servers next week on the Global Labs now, so we'll see that. This is actually why I decided to do a Global Lab patch update this week, as I don't always do them if the Global Lab isn't super exciting, but this was actually pretty interesting. We have a stack storage function save ability coming. So a stack save function has been added. It allows you to freely replace the equipment enhancement probability values attributed to your character. The stack storage function is available in the equipment enhancement window. You press the arrow buttons in the equipment enhancement window to swap the equipment enhancement stack and stack slots attributed to the character. For example, when replacing a 50 stack in the window and a 100 stack with it, the 100 stacks are put into the equipment strengthening window, and the 50 stack is then put into the stack storage window. You can see an example here. It's got 0, and then we put the 100 in here. If you had a 50 on here, you could actually swap them out. This is definitely just a quality of life improvement that we have. Instead of making advice of voucher them and swapping around that way, you can just save multiple stacks per character for it. So yeah, kind of a nice little addition here. The stack storage slot extension for the Black Desert Global Lab have also been added through the achievement. 3 stack storage slot expansion rights can be obtained once per family. I also imagine this will be a Pearl Shop item as well to have more slots than normal, since that just kind of makes sense for how this game works. Since last Idle Banquet at home, we did a Q&A to adventurers every week. There were quite a few comments related to the inconvenience of fail stacking, so we're looking for a variety of ways, and the updated stack save function is one of the results to address these. However, in order to verify the effect of the update on the actual play more closely, it's only available on the Black Desert Global Lab for the time being, so it does look like this is going to be tested a bit and see what they decide for it before rolling it out even to the KR servers from there. As far as on the new islands that are out, added a liner to and from Grandia and Papakuni new islands. Added special sailors, Hatario and Pakuna, that can only be hired on the island as well. There's 2 new fishing chairs that can also be obtained from the islands as well. Notice was added 15 minutes before the outbreak of the island wars, and the duration was increased by 10 minutes. Rewards and functions for them have changed. It's no longer possible to say hello to those homies at all, and the intimacy rewards for daily recurring quests in Papakuni Island have been changed. You can see before we had progressive chieftain and opposition faction chief +5 to -5 accordingly, and it's now +20 leadership and -10 opposing faction now. A subquest was added that allows you to communicate with the chieftains even if you do not proceed the main quest of Papakuni. We've got some more updates coming to the skill window. Not really going to dive into it. One, because the translation's a little hard to understand for it in general, other than a developer's note. And two, it feels like this is just going to keep getting tweaked until they're happy with the results. The one thing that is a good takeaway from this is that they are definitely listening to player feedback with these windows. And why do I say that? Because of this note here. After the technical window was reorganized through regular inspection of the Global Lab on Thursday, June 11th, many adventurers gave feedback about the technical window. Thanks again for the valuable feedback, and we're going to guide you through the final content of the improved and revised skill window based on your opinion. The reorganized skill window will be updated next week for the official server in Korea, so we'll see that launched there officially in this version that is now on the Global Labs at this particular moment. Couple of character changes for different phenomenons for whatever. And then as far as character balance for this week, we have some changes to Black Spirit skills in PvP damage. We're seeing things like, for instance, warriors change here. We had a 2-hit with 2414 on the second hit times 5. It's now 1407 times 10 on Black Spirit Rage. Rangers PvP damage for this Black Spirit Rage skill was increased by about 32%. Berserker, depending on the skill, we see 35% increase on Fear of the Rain. I mean, you'd have to dissect these because of the translations. And then a reduction in 34% for one of their other skills, and then another reduction in 13%, 21% to an increase on, 40% on Musa. Meiwa 39, increase in a 31% on another one. Then you can go through the list if you want to see what it is for you. Again, the skills, you're going to have to get kind of an idea of what they're talking about for each translation across the board. Other than that, quest and knowledge updates, nothing to add, out of the ordinary for what we see on day-to-day updates for this kind of thing. So that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about in this week's Global Lab update. Let me know what you guys think about this kind of stuff in the comments down below. Anything that you're looking forward to? Are you itching to get into the new PvP updates? Have you tried them out on the Global Lab since they came out in the last few weeks? Here, have you played them all? What do you think about that? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you want to catch me playing live, there is a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. You can head on over there and drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.